and welcome to another live session of Clearing Our Implants. This is the English International session, and we welcome you. We're going to be doing very important work today to heal ourselves and heal the world. So while we wait for everyone to gather, we would like to ask everyone to take a moment, and we're going to do some protection, and we're going to please visualize this session and all participants surrounded in beautiful white light for protection and optimal healing for all. So for one moment, let's please close our eyes and visualize this beautiful white light surrounding all of us.
Very good. I think we are back. And Deborah, we cannot hear you. I am trying to unmute your microphone.
Oh, I am so sorry.
Okay,
Okay,
I did. Yeah.
yes.
Mhm.
I am back here. Thank you, Felipe. Just welcoming everybody to this session. We have people from around the world joining us today. So please, in the chat, tell us where you're from, and we'll give you a shout out. My name is Deborah, and I will be facilitating today. I am a leader with the Sisterhood of the Rose Planetary Network, and you may know me from my interviews with Cobra. I am coming to you from the United States. So let's talk to the team. I've got a wonderful team here with me today, and I'd love to have them say hello. Hello, Felipe.
Hello, this is Felipe. I am coming to you from the north part of Germany, and very happy to be here back to the English session to share with you a couple of insights and to enjoy our time together. I do translations of Cobra's blog to my own blog in Spanish, and you can find that in es2012portal.blogspot.com. And as well as I do other participations in different groups around the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Felipe. Doing great work, and we're glad to have you back after a little bit of a hiatus from us. So we
Mhm.
always love his beautiful divine masculine energy that he brings to the team. And let's say hello to May. May is helping us with the technical side of things. Hi, May.
Hi, Deborah. Hello, everyone. Well, welcome to this last session of the year. Very important is today. Well, I'm Mai. I'm in the north of the Netherlands. And well, I feel very happy to share with you tonight again. And I wish you an excellent experience today. So enjoy and thank you.
Thank you, Mai. You're right. This is the last session of the year, and we're building some incredible energies coming up for the solstice. I'm sure you're aware that we have a very important meditation coming up on the 21st, which we're going to talk about a little bit later. But first, let me introduce Cindy. Cindy, would you say hello to us?
Hello everyone, I'm Cindy from France and I represent the French Prepare for Change Network. I manage the website French We Love Mass Meditation, some Telegram and Facebook groups, and I participate in the English and French clearing implant session. So thank you for being here with us to hack the matrix.
Yes, hacking the matrix. And you're doing that with all your wonderful work too, Cindy. So thank you. And let's say hello to Agnes. Hi, Agnes.
Okay, let's see if I can unmute her. One
Yeah,
second.
I've been trying to unmute Agnes and
Okay. Just go ahead and try yourself.
yeah, I cannot unmute Agnes
Cannot?
either.
I
So,
cannot either. Maybe.
okay, well, we will work on that. Agnes was planning to present an exercise today, so we'll have to see if she can still do that. Okay, we're going to keep sending light to this session so that all technical issues are resolved and everything flows flawlessly. So again, we do welcome you to this very important session. We really welcome anyone. If this is your first time, you're in for a big surprise. This is very important work that we're doing, and if you're a regular attendee, we give you a huge standing ovation for the wonderful work that you've done throughout this year and the very powerful work, because what we're doing, it not only helps ourselves, but it really does move us closer to planetary liberation. So we have to know that we're doing very important work. So what we're going to be doing today, I'll spend about 5 minutes talking about what the implants are for those of you that aren't familiar. And then we'll do 3 preparation exercises. We'll do a protection protocol, we'll do command 1221, and we will invoke our I am presence. And these exercises are all very important for the dissolving implants exercises that we will do. So they prepare us. Then we will move into the core exercises that work to dissolve the implants. We'll do a contract cancellation. We will do 2 triangulation exercises. One is called I Am God and one is called Sex is Love. And we will explain that as we get further into the program for those. And for these core exercises, you will need paper and pencil or pen. So please make sure you have that handy because we will be doing some writing on those. And then we'll wrap with some comments and give you guys a chance to share, ask any questions. And as a bonus today, we will be doing the actual divine intervention activation meditation. This is a 20-minute meditation. This is the one that is scheduled for next week, Tuesday, December 21st. In most parts of the world. And so, but in Asia, it will be on the 22nd. And I'll explain that in a moment. But we are going to be doing this to build the energies. It's really important that we start building these energies for this meditation. So we'll be doing that at the end. And we invite you, if you would like to stay on, to join us for that. So for our international audience, if you would like to do the exercises in the languages that we have posted here, they are translated, and you will find those on the website victorialuminous.fr/clearing-implants. And the team can put that into the chat. It's also in the description, that link, so you can just click on it. But you can do that in other languages. And just wanted to share, in my recent interview with Cobra, we talked about the implants and how important they were. And so I just want you to understand going forward into this, how important this work is. And he said that these sessions have assisted quite much. And he would encourage everyone who is involved, if they're so guided, to continue the sessions, to expand these sessions, because they really are a helpful tool for the light forces to clear the implants faster and more efficiently. And like I said, I will explain the implants in a moment. He also said what people can achieve is deprogramming, dissolution of limiting belief systems, liberation of consciousness, that can definitely be a result of this clearing process. So again, we're doing really important work, and the more people that do this work, the more powerful it is. And this is why we do them live together, because there is power in bringing us together like this. So let me just go over real quick what the implants are. Approximately 25,000 years ago, the dark forces took humanity hostage, and they created a quarantine around Earth. They created a virtual reality control system that is usually referred to as the Matrix. And these implants are one of the means of control that the dark forces use to maintain this matrix. These implants are programmable crystals that continue to be put into the mental, astral, and etheric bodies of every human upon incarnation. So in other words, these are placed into our non-physical bodies. These implants create a space-time black hole anomaly, thus confusing human mind and emotions. So these implants primarily affect our mind and our emotions. Every person has 3 primary implants that we will talk about in a moment, and each implant holds belief systems that do limit our spiritual evolutions. Now, the light forces have begun with the gradual clearing of humanity's implants, but we are helping them in this process. It's the teamwork. If you did listen or read the interview I did with Cobra, he was talking about how teamwork is necessary between us on the surface and the light workers or the light forces. So it's not like we can do it. We can liberate this planet alone ourselves, and it's not like the light forces can liberate it alone. We need to work together, and so that's what these sessions are about. That's what our global meditations are about. This is why we're creating that bridge, as Cobra said, to work together. So what we're doing really does help the light forces to liberate this planet, and as we all know, we would love that as soon as possible. So let me just show you real quick where these 3 implants are that we'll be working on today. There are 2 that are located in the head, in the frontal lobe area above the eyebrows. Remember, these are in the non-physical body. These are called the vertical implants. And these were placed here to create a separation, to cut us off from source and to also cut us off from our higher self. So in other words, these implants, if we feel isolated or lonely or a sense of separation from our higher self, from source, if we feel we are having a hard time connecting to source, to our higher self, to receive guidance, oftentimes during meditations, we're distracted. That's these implants working. They affect our decision making, they bring up our survival fears, and they block our intuition. So it's really important that we dissolve these implants. And so we will be doing the I Am God exercise for that. And then we will also be working on the horizontal implant. This one is located in the solar plexus area, about 4 centimeters or 1.5 inches above our navel. And this was placed here in this location to cut us off, to create a separation between our heart energy and our sexual energy. And it also creates a separation between men and women, because men and women were actually implanted with 2 different implants. And so this is what causes a lot of conflicts between the male and females, the separations, the division, the having a different interpretation of what love is and what sex is. This implant also blocks our emotions and our creativity. It suppresses the very important life force Kundalini energy. So we are going to be doing the exercise Sex is Love to help dissolve this one. And remember, before every incarnation, we are re-implanted again. This is why these are so powerful, because every time we incarnate, the dark forces are placing these implants within us to assure that we are kept in a place of amnesia and to keep our vibration as low as possible. And so that's why, we talk about cracking the matrix so that we can create a higher vibration within ourselves. A couple quick guidelines. it's very important that we protect ourselves when we do this work, and it's very important. We all know this as light workers. We know that our protection is so very important when we're doing any kind of light work, and it applies in this case. So remember, these implants play an important role in keeping the matrix active. They don't want the implants removed, so it's very, very important that we protect ourselves. So we're going to be doing that in a moment, and we also suggest invoking your I am presence. That will help legitimize the contract cancellation that we will do today. So we will be doing an exercise for that. And these sessions are recorded, so we do suggest that you do the exercises as often as possible. Again, the more that you do this work, the more powerful it is and the better results you will have. But we strongly suggest that you respect the protocol by doing the protections and doing the contract cancellation first before you go on to do those triangulation exercises. So that we have set this protocol up in a particular way so that it can be the most effective and the most safe for all of us. So let us start with that very important protection protocol. And for this, we will be simply listening to a video, a meditation for 7 minutes. You're just going to close your eyes, relax, and let us protect ourselves.
Relax your body, emotions, and mind by focusing on your breath or in any other way that works for you. Visualize a brilliant white vortex of light emanating from your soul star chakra, moving in a clockwise direction downwards throughout your body, purifying the energy fields of your physical, plasma, etheric, emotional, and mental bodies. Maintain this vortex by connecting it to the source of universal light and program it to maintain all your energy bodies purified. Visualize an egg-shaped, semi-permeable mirror shield around your auric field of your physical, plasma, etheric, astral, and mental bodies. This mirror shield allows all positive energies into your energy field, but reflects and bounces all negative energies back to their source. program this mirror shield to alert you when any type of negative energy is directed your way, and let it reflect it back to its origin. Visualize light rearranging all parts of yourself and all parts of your energy fields back into a state of balance and harmony. While doing this, you can hum the mantra Om, because Om is the primeval sound of light, and its resonance will restore harmony most effectively.
And welcome back. That is a very, very powerful protection exercise. You can find this meditation in many languages on the We Love Mass Meditation YouTube channel. And we do suggest that this would be a great one to do every day, start your day or end your day. So check that out on their YouTube channel. And so now we're moving on to our next exercise. This is Command 1221. This is a very powerful, powerful invocation that we will be doing together to call in our teams of light. And we're going to have Cindy present this to us and explain a little bit more about what this is. Are you there, Cindy?
Thanks, Deborah. So I'm going to explain you the invocation Command 1221. So it's an invocation. The first time you use it, a multidimensional Pleiadian galactic team is formed to help you in your evolution and to assist you in case of need or in case of emergency with Stardust technology like a remote energy scanner. This invocation is also used to simply communicate with your team, to ask requests or to thank them. So you can consciously pronounce Command 1221 3 times in a row in your head. But to be more effective, you must say it out loud 3 times in a row. But be careful. This invocation does not give you an automatic physical and energetic protection, but you can use it every day as much as you need it. So now we give you 1 minute to use the invocation 3 times in a row. Command 1221, command 1221, command 1221.
Thank you, Cindy, for presenting that very, very powerful invocation. I know we often do this individually on our own, but just imagine the power in all of us doing this together at the exact same time. And just visualize all of our teams surrounding each of us, and then us connecting around the planet. We have people from all over the planet participating today. And so visualize this beautiful circle of light with all of these galactic beings supporting us. So just for a moment, just close your eyes and have that visualization so that we can make it even stronger. Fabulous. Okay, so we are going to do our third preparation exercise. And this one is the invocation to connect to the I Am Presence. And for this one, Agnes was planning to present. Agnes, can we test your mic and make sure that you're available?
Yes, can you hear me, Deborah?
Yes, fabulous, fabulous.
Great.
All our
Yes.
great teams are behind us and supporting us, and fabulous. Okay, Agi, take it away.
Okay, I will. So we are going to connect to our I am presence in this exercise. And with that, we will legitimate the contract cancellation. We will do in the next step. Because unfortunately, we have contracts with the dark forces, but now we would cancel them. Well, at least most of them. We can go with this process some steps. So we are going to reconnect now. I will say 2 invocations very slowly, and you can repeat them. If it is possible, then out loud. The first one is the outward technology of the light force is the pure white light. I call upon the pillar of pure white light to descend upon me and to form around me. I call upon the presence of the I am that I am. I ask the presence of the I am that I am to join and merge with me. This was the first invocation, and in the next one, we are going to visualize that the energy of love and light clears our higher chakras and help us connecting and merging with the I am presence. And then we connect to the core of Gaia. We have higher chakras above our head, and one by one we will clear them. I will read this invocation also very slowly. I visualize and call upon the energy to move upward inside the pillar of light in the direction of higher light through my crown chakra at the top of my head. Energize my chakras one by one. Energize my 8th chakra, my 9th chakra, my 10th chakra, my 11th chakra, and my 12th chakra. In my 12th chakra, I meet, merge, and unite with the I Am Presence. I bring back the presence and imbue my body with the presence from the top of my head all the way to the bottom of my feet and all the way to the core of Mother Earth. So thank you, we are connected. It is a very important exercise, and it's also very important that when we feel gloomy or depressed or sad, we need to keep the light, to hold the light, so we can always turn to this exercise to help us feel better again.
Agi, that's a very, very great point. Thank you for sharing that, and thank you for presenting.
It always helps me.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you.
yeah. I think whenever I'm in, as Agi said, when you're just feeling a little bit challenged, I would say the calling in the I Am Presence is one of the most popular ways to do it. I know I use it often, and even if I just quickly do the first part, let's see. This I'm just going to share this. If you can just, I call upon the presence of pure white light to descend upon me and to form around me. I call upon the presence of the I am that I am, and I ask this presence of the I am that I am to join and merge with me. Like, I've memorized that, and it's come in handy so often. Just when, even if we just need a kind of a quick, some quick support. So, but this is a very powerful exercise in its entirety. There's even actually a longer version of it, and it is so beautiful. I would suggest, if you can do that, you'll find that on the We Love Mass Meditation YouTube channel. It's a really wonderful way to feel connected to your I Am Presence, into Source. So I'm so glad that we have done that. We are prepared, and now we will be moving on to the core exercises. And a reminder to have something to write with, because we will be writing with these. First one we're going to do is the contract cancellation, and we're going to be writing out the words that we'll present to you, and then you will be reading that out loud. Then we will be doing 2 triangulation exercises, one for the vertical implants and one for the horizontal. And we're going to be writing the words, I am God, I am not God, over and over. And then also the words sex is love, sex is not love, over and over. And if you don't understand this, I'll be explaining that a little bit more so that it's clear as to why we do this and we do it this way. So a reminder that doing these exercises just once will not be enough to remove the implants. So don't expect, just by doing these once, that the implants will be completely gone. These have been here for many, many, many years, lifetime after lifetime. But you can receive powerful healing during a session. And if done consistently over time, the effects of clearing will increase. So the more that you do these, the more often you attend, the more the clearing will happen. And especially as the light forces gain more power and more momentum in their clearing process also. And that's why I think it's important to, I'm acknowledging everybody that's here today, because we are really doing some powerful work to prepare us to be in the highest place possible for the solstice meditation next week. So very, very good work. You might even forward this recording onto people that you know that will be participating in the meditation if they're not here today, and just say, hey, it might be good to dissolve a little bit of those implants before we move into the meditation next week. So again, thank you again for being here. So we're going to start with the first of the core exercises. That is exercise number 4, the contract cancellation. And Felipe is going to be presenting that to us.
Yes.
Hi, Felipe.
Hi. So let's do all together this contract cancellation. As Deborah explained, we did contracts before coming to this earth, so we could enter here. But now we are going to start canceling these contracts. And I'm going to read it once, and then I'm going to give you 8 minutes so you can write it yourself on the paper. Okay, here we goes. In the name of the I am that I am, in the name of the divine soul presence that I am, I cancel and nullify all my contracts and agreements in the past, present, and future, made between any part of my being and the dark forces. I decree and I command that all consequences of these contracts and agreements are null and void, and are completely and permanently erased from my reality. I am now a sovereign and free being of light, from now on and for all eternity. So be it, and so it is. So let's take now 8 minutes. We're going to play some music in the background so we can write this on a paper, and at the end, please sign this paper and keep it. Thank you. right. Thank you for participating with us. Um, Let me remind you that you can keep this page, okay, where you wrote this, and you can also repeat it during the week or so. It is quite important that we do this because every time that people comes to the Earth, they have to sign these contracts and agreements with the dark forces to be here. So it was explained to us that every time that we go through this and we read this aloud, we cancel thousands of contracts that we made with the dark forces. And this is possible now because we are awake, we are aware, and we know that these things can be cancelled. And when we cancel these contracts, we will see a change in our lives. I have experienced it myself that after entering in the spiritual path and doing this cancellation, things around me have started to change. So I totally trust in this information. And it is important then that we do not forget this page. We can put it, for example, a date, the date of today, and then keep it and once in a while take a look at it, read it in loud voice, and feel the power, and visualize that all these contracts that we made with the dark forces are just fading away from every part of our existence, where we exist, where we are, in all our bodies, and so on. Very good. So let's continue with the program, and back to you, Deborah.
Wonderful. Thank you, Felipe, for explaining that about the contracts. These contracts are really important to start to dissolve themselves. And as Felipe said, he has experienced some results in his life. So many people have. So yeah, read it out loud, say it like you mean it, and carry it around with you. So, all right, let us move on now to the final two exercises. These are the exercises that will actually begin the clearing of the implants. And we are going to be using the technology of triangulation. And to explain what that is and how it works, in these exercises, you will be writing two contradictory statements. And we do this so that it will decrease the implant's effects in our mind by placing it in the other polarity. So, for instance, the vertical implants, which are the ones above your eyebrows, those are the ones that were placed there by the dark forces to give us the primary belief that I am not God. So these were placed there, remember, to keep us separate from God, from source, from our higher self. So when you write, I am God, and then we're going to ask you to put yourself in that state. So in other words, you're going to really feel what it feels like after you've written, I am God, just for a moment, just feel what that feels like, or feel what it feels like as you're writing this. And then you do the opposite and you write, I am not God. And then you put yourself in that state. So you're going to feel what it feels like to feel I am not God. What you're doing is you're bringing your mind into two alternate states. And that's what begins to dissolve the implants. So it's kind of like a neutralizing, where you're doing like a +1 and a -1 so that you can end up at 0, because it's in this place of neutrality that we have our most power. And so the same thing applies for the horizontal implant, and that is the one above our navel. And that programs us with the basic message. So that was placed there to let us believe that sex is not love. And so when we write these two alternating affirmations, sex is love, and you're going to feel what that feels like. And then you write sex is not love, and then you're going to feel what that feels like. You're actually working to decrease the effect of the implant, and that's how it begins to clear. So that's what we're doing. We're going to be on a piece of paper. You're going to be writing the statements, I am God, I am not God. And again, if the word God doesn't resonate with you, maybe you prefer to say, I am source, or I am one with the source. I am not one with the source. Maybe you prefer to say, I am goddess, I am not goddess. Whatever resonates with you, please use that word. And we also suggest that you do this in your native language, so that it has the most power. And again, you're going to do it consciously. So it's not so important how many times you write it, but it's important the feeling and the intention as you're doing this. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to give you 8 minutes, and on a piece of paper, you're going to be writing, I am God, I am not God. And a reminder that it's very, very important that you put the feeling into it. Remember, the feeling is the extra charge that we use when we're manifesting. There has to be feeling and emotions involved with it because that gives it the most power. So please allow yourself to feel how that feels. And again, for 8 minutes, we'll let you do this exercise. I am God, I am not God. Let's begin. Okay, and welcome back. So we are now moving on to exercise 6. This is our last exercise. This one is the Sex is Love exercise, and I am turning this over to Felipe, who will walk us through this one. Thank you, Felipe.
All right. So we might remember from the slides that this is an implant that is 4 centimeters above the navel and near the solar plexus, and establishes a separation between the heart and the sexuality, and also establishes a separation between men and women, and creates division, conflict, separation, blocks our emotions, our creativity, and suppresses our kundalini. So that's why it is. That is the reason why it is extremely important that we work on this, and we are going to write down on a piece of paper first the phrase "sex is love" and then "sex is not love." When we write the "sex is love" phrase, then we are going to visualize all the emotions, all the feelings, all um, the beauty of this act. And then when we write "sex is not love," we are going to try to understand why is it that we are feeling in this situation. Why is it? What happens to it? Okay. So it is a situation like we are going to put the implant under stress. We are going to take the outer layer of protection that it has. So eventually the light forces will remove it from for us. Okay. So we are going to make this implant go crazy. We're going to shake it. We're going to visualize that it's no longer there. That everything, the construct that is around this implant is started to fade away, to decay. So when we are putting in our mind in between both states, it is going to be very important because we are deprogramming this at an emotional, psychological level. And this is going to eventually precipitate in our reality as something that is completely broken. And we are going to understand the other sex, the other person, much, much better. Yeah? So we have to continue working on this because it's extremely important and urgent, actually, that our society understands that this implant is to be removed as soon as possible. And okay, so we are going to take 8 minutes, and please write it in your own language, whatever you wish, and try to put all your consciousness, all your power, all your visualization into it. And this is much more important than the numbers of lines that you write. Okay, so we shall gather again in 8 minutes. Thank you. All right. So, thank you for doing this exercise with us. It is quite impressive. And once you have written this, you can um, throw the paper away if you wish to. Don't forget to drink some water. And if you want to make these exercises on your own, please do this for 15 minutes. So this is the minimum recommended time. And also, just pay attention on how your life changes. If you have a partner, for example, how you start to understand better this other person or other people around you, which you have relationships with. Okay, and we need to celebrate life, and we are here to experience this ascension process, and we have to make of this life the most beautiful possible of an experience. And to dissolve these implants is one key component of this happiness that is we are doing for ourselves. All right, so back to you, Cobra. Back to you, Deborah.
All right. Thank you, Felipe, so much. Um, yeah, we've just finished some very important work, and we would love to know what your experiences are. I'd like to share some of the comments that we've received. Let me just go back to some of the comments that people were saying. I love this one from Jay that said, from a family member participating, tears of joy streamed from eyes and inner heart when reading the contract cancellation. And this was the first time this has happened.
Awesome.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
Very, very powerful. So, Jay, thank you so much for sharing that. Crystalline said, I felt a sort of drunken feeling when I wrote and spoke the I am God, I am not God 3 times. That's very interesting. It sounds like, I loved what Felipe said about shaking these loose, and that could be a one of the experiences is that drunken feeling, because there's actually energetic movement going on within your body. So
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So thank you, Crystalline, for sharing that. Um, Anton said, I got a little headache as I was writing. And again, that is another symptom. And as Felipe reminded us, the importance of drinking lots of water. These carry so much energy. And as we know from clearing, it is important that we remove these toxins that will lodge in our body. So,
And also, it might just be a confirmation that the work that the exercise number 5, I am God, I am not God, is working, because actually that is working on top of those implants that are in the frontal lobe above the eyebrows.
yes, yeah, great point. Yeah, because that's exactly where those and look at we also had Lilia also said I have a headache. So you're doing some very very good work here, people. So don't let that scare you. That's actually a positive sign. So, but again, keep that water flowing, and you might even want to take like a detoxification bath, maybe with some Epsom salt or something too, to really help resolve this.
And it is going to be only temporary. Yeah? The same way that a doctor, for example, has to press and then make you hurt, so he knows exactly where is now the healing going to be applied to.
Right, yeah. Here's an interesting comment. Sign up said feeling to throw up. Oh my gosh. Felipe, do you think that's based on the maybe the implant in the solar plexus in that area?
Could be all the energetic work manifests in the body in different ways. So some people feel basically nothing, and some people feel extremely very very big changes. So it is just the way people reacts to the cleaning. So that means at least that we are working on the proper place, and that we are putting pressure where it actually needs to be cleaned, to where we needs to something needs to be modified. It will be temporary. Don't worry.
Absolutely, and even that ties in with what Agnes was saying. I felt pain around sex implant, as I wrote, sex is love. So that
Again, exactly. Again, all these kind of situations is because people usually have negative experiences when they are in life, and since we have lived many lives, we might have many different um, negative experience lodged there in that area. So this energetic work is actually going in and extracting all that negative energy so it can be cured. So that's okay. But as I said, it's just going to be just temporary.
yes, yeah. And Felipe, you mentioned something too when you were presenting about how it's so urgent in our society today that we especially work on that sex is love implant, because as we know from our society, just the programming that goes on around the concept of sexuality
Mhm.
and trying to separate us, separate our heart from our sex center, and the separation that takes place between men and women. And it is, as Felipe mentioned, it is so important that we heal that, especially during these times. We can bring a tremendous amount of light into the planet, with this divine intervention activation that we're doing this month. It is about bringing in connection with divine intervention and galactic intervention. And part of that is increasing our connection with our soul families, our soulmates, and our twin soul. So, Felipe, would you like to say anything more about that?
Yes, obviously. The more we work on these implants, the better it's going to be. And it's not only for the future, but also for the present. You're going to start to feel changes in your life. You're going to start seeing things in a different way, perhaps the way the other people sees them, and you're going to connect with the source. You're not going to feel alone anymore. For example, no, because one of the implants says, "Okay, I am not God. I am a very small thing, living in a very small place, living in a small body, and I don't feel too much." But it is absolutely not the case. Yeah. So we are when we are actually saying, "I am God," I am not saying, "Okay, I am the source already." No, but I'm saying I have a higher self, and that higher self is connected with the source, and everything is okay. Everything is the way it's supposed to be, and I do not feel alone anymore because I know who I am. No, I know what's my place in the universe, and there is nothing around me that can affect me. This kind of feeling, this kind of self confidence, this is what we need to bring to the population. That it doesn't really matter whatever is going around us. We are connected with the source. We are indeed God. Okay.
Yes, and there's no better time than right now to remember all of that. As Cobra reminds us, it's very important that we hold the light and stay calm. I loved Judette's comment here. I think much better. I'm very calm and happy. Virtual hugs, sending lots of virtual hugs. So thank you, Judette. We send you virtual hugs back at you. And 2012 Portal made a comment. That's the pressure releasing from the implants because they squeeze space time, and as they dissolve, it loosens the grip it has on reality.
Perfect.
So, yes,
Mhm.
referencing some of that pain and pressure that you're feeling in different parts of your body.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Thank you.
Crystalline, yeah, I feel our symptoms are definitely a good confirmation. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing all these comments. Used to be sleepy in previous ones, not at all today. So you are energized. Shedazar, welcome back. Shedazar said mild ringing in my right ear while doing the sex is love and not love. So someone's trying to get your attention. Um, Crystal, yeah, peppermint tea for nausea. Ginger is good too. I love these. All symptoms are good. It means the work. Yes, we are doing. Adriana said, "Thank you, great team. Contract happiness. I am God. Lots of heat. Last one, grateful for my family." So, you guys are great with your comments today. So, thank you. Um, Here we have someone said the 2012 portal, the old paradigms dissolving as a result of the all. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to. Of the first, also the cabal applies scalar weapons on you to make you quit the important protocol practice. Well, that's why we have to stay tenacious and committed to this work, because we will be distracted from trying to do it. But you know what? And I know sometimes in my meditations, I get a lot of outside interference trying to distract me. And it's really about claiming your power back and just really saying, I'm focused. And that's a good time also to bring in the command 1221 that we did earlier, is your team can really help seal that connection when you are meditating.
And I also like this phrase, all paradigms dissolving, because we are just basically a collection of programming. And the more we dissolve this programming through these implants and so on, the implant removal, the better it's going to be for us, because we are going to see the reality the way actually it is.
Excellent. Yeah. And 2012 Portal also said you can print out a flower of life pattern, then write your protocols on top of that pattern. So yeah, never underestimate the power of the flower of life. I wear a little one around my neck every day. So yeah. Let's see. Stay in your path. Good to see you. I am not alone. I am a starseed. We are the starseeds. The universe is my home. Earth is my mission. Yes, we all know we are here on a mission, and this is time that we step up. If you listened to or read the Cobra interview that I did recently, he really emphasized the importance of light workers stepping up and light workers doing their mission. And I know he's talked about this for a long time, but he's really sharing with us how important that work is, and that we are actually more important than we realize. And as the veil thins, we will be getting more and more guidance, and it's essential that we follow that guidance, we follow our mission, and that we wake up as much as possible. So it'll be interesting to see after the meditation next week what happens. Yes, Antana said, I'm really excited. So we are actually going to do that meditation in a few moments.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Just share a couple more quick comments. Sintamani's also help dissolving the implants. Yes. Thank you, Augie, for that reminder. I also wear one of those around my neck every day too. So I feel they have a tremendous amount of power. And so, yes, it does help if we carry or wear. And here's another comment. Brad from Vancouver, when I switched God for Source, a quarter way in, I felt an emptiness or loss in my navel area. Very strange. Definitely something happened when I switched God for Source. Oh, that's interesting. I'd love to hear more about what your thoughts are on that, Brad. What you meant by that. Felipe, do you have an idea?
Yes, my guess is that he was using I am God, I am not God, and then he switched for I am source and I am not source, or I am connected with the source, I am disconnected with the source. So it is interesting because usually the navel area is related to the horizontal implant, the separation between heart and sexuality, but he also felt it in that area. And definitely something happened. That's a good actually quote to end with this with. Yeah. So different effects on different people, and that's okay.
Yeah. And he said yes. So thank you, Brad, for chiming in there. And Daniela said she did the practice with a Sintamani stone in my hand. Excellent. Yeah, use your stones and your crystals, especially when doing this work. So thank you again for all your great comments, and Felipe too for you sharing your input on those as well.
Thank you.
Yes, very, very good. So let's just wrap this session and tell you when the next one is. We are taking a holiday break. So we will not have a session in 2 weeks, but we expect to pick it up again Wednesday, January 12th. Same time, 8 p.m. UTC. If for any reason that changes, we do have different places where we post all this information. One is in the Victory of the Light Telegram channel. And then it also will appear in the group. And if you haven't yet joined the Victory of the Light chat on Telegram, please do. It's really, really, there's some very interesting conversations going on there. And you will be with like-minded people. And of course, our friends at We Love Mass Meditation has also a timetable for all the upcoming implant clearing sessions, including ones in other languages. So, and I would like to actually, before we move on to the divine intervention activation, I'd like to bring Cindy on for a moment, and she can just talk to us about the spiritual marathon that they're having in the French community. So, Cindy, can you just tell us about that real quick?
Yes, of course, Deborah. So on Monday, the 20th of December at 8:30 p.m. CET Paris time, we organize our third multilingual spiritual marathon on the YouTube channel Victory of the Light for the non-French speakers, and for the French speakers on the YouTube channel Hervé Gaia. So we will do about 4 hours in a row, some meditations, protocols, and exercises. It will be divided into 3 parts. So a third part, which will last 41 minutes with protection protocols, the command 1221 and the command 771, emotional healing, merging with the I Am presence, and the Goddess Vortex meditation. Then, second part, which will be dedicated to the implants, with cancellation of contracts, the crystal meditation, vertical implants work, horizontal implant work, and a last part with the twin soul meditation, the divine intervention activation, and the white fire of Anne meditation. So we have written an article to explain how this spiritual marathon is organized, because we have the exceptional partnership of several taking chambers, French taking chambers and a foreign taking chamber. So during the spiritual marathon, if you wish, we can put sometimes at some key moments your photo in a taking chamber, not as a healing session, but as an energy booster. So we will send you a link and we will publish an article to explain how you can send your photo to a taking chamber, and you will be able to read the program of the spiritual marathon and how it is organized, and we will explain the 2 YouTube channels to attend the spiritual marathon. So we hope to see you during our third multilingual spiritual marathon to hack the matrix.
Thank you, Cindy. And again, that is coming up next week, the day before the Global Mass Meditation. That one is taking place on December 20th. And we do invite people to attend that one as well. Again, we are looking to have the most powerful impact for the divine intervention activation. The Global Mass Meditation is on December 21st, 4 p.m. UTC, which is 11 a.m. New York time, 5 p.m. Paris time. And it's very, very important that as many people as possible do this. This actually is a 2-step process, this activation. And the first is signing the Planetary Liberation Petition. And if you have not yet signed that, there is the link. You can only sign it once, so please don't sign it multiple times. And it's very, very important that we receive 144 or more signatures by December 21st to trigger the desired exopolitical effect. And there's been lots of chatter that we have reached that number, but we would like to get an official confirmation on that. And again, the more that sign it, the more impactful it will be. I very extensively talked to Cobra about that during our interview. So about the impact of the petition and the meditation. So please, if you have not had a chance to check that interview out, check it out. Cobra's posted about it on his blog. It's also on the Sisterhood of the Rose website and the We Love Mass Meditation website. So, and of
And
course, yeah, go ahead,
and we
Felipe.
need to remember that we have to sign up only once per person. Okay.
Yes, that is
Don't
very
use exactly.
important.
Don't use all your emails. No, just one time per person.
Yes, yes. And if you've signed it years ago, because it was brought out years ago, but we were not, as Cobra explained, we were not at a point in the level of consciousness on the planet to actually get to critical mass. But the reason we're doing it now is because the light forces have actually, they believe that we are at the point where we can unite, we can create critical mass on both the petition and of course this meditation, which we will, I have no doubt that we will reach critical mass of 144,000 or more people on the solstice meditation. And I don't know about you guys, but I have had so many confirmations about that we will reach critical mass on all of these things. In fact, I'm looking at a temperature gauge on my computer right now, and guess what it's showing? 44 degrees. That happened to me during the Cobra interview. We were talking about reaching 144,000 people, and I looked down to see what time it was, and it was 1:44 my time. And I everywhere 44, 144 is showing up. So it's really interesting to see those confirmations. And I'm just looking at the someone. Let me just say a comment. Anton said we've reached it. Yes. I think we have. We are close to 160K in total. That's fantastic.
Yeah, according to my spreadsheet, we are already 14,400 above the limit. But as I said, just keep signing up because the more people we sign it, the better it's going to be. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes. Again, there's power in numbers, and this is why we're always glad to reach critical mass on these things. But when we can surpass critical mass, everything we're doing is exponentially magnified, and so that's our goal right now. And so you're going to want to definitely spread the word, mark your calendar, and again, we are doing the meditation in just a couple of minutes. We're going to be doing that together to magnify the energies. And we were talking yesterday in a Global Sister of the Rose meeting that we did, and we were talking about actually, if you don't have time to do the whole 20-minute meditation a lot before the solstice, when we do that next Tuesday, to just do the decree. And so remember, this activation is you're stating your will and your decision for first contact and divine intervention. And what this decree says, and we say it 3 times in this meditation: I decree and I command physical first contact with benevolent galactic beings now. I decree divine intervention now. And so I think it would be good to memorize that. And just from now until Tuesday, just state this again out loud is very, very powerful. And to state these decrees 3 times as often as you can between now and that meditation. So let us move on. We appreciate everybody that's staying on with us at this point. Oh, Felipe, you'd like to say something?
Yes, if I may add very quickly. I have translated very, very carefully this petition, and it's on my website, okay? That is for the Spanish-speaking people. And you see the Cobra's portal, 2012portal.blogspot.com. You just need to add an E for Esteban, an S for Susan, ES 2012, and then you will find all the information translated and completely fine, because sometimes Google translators or any translator does not understand the background of all this petition, and it translates in a way that is not understandable. So it is there for you, and please use it and join us. This is quite important. This is one of the most important meditations ever. It's going to set up the basis for 2022, and then it's going to be able to do wonderful things.
Yes, and we all know how much we need that right now. Securing that positive timeline and moving us toward divine intervention and even first contact is very, very important right now. We need that collaboration with the light forces. That's what we're doing here in the physical. We're doing a physical thing like signing a petition, and we're doing a physical thing like collectively gathering on the 21st of December to put our thoughts together, our consciousness together, to create a very, very powerful, powerful shift on the planet. So if you need more information, you can check out Cobra's blog at 2012portal.blogspot.com and also the wheelofmassmeditation.com website. And so let us move on to doing the 20-minute divine intervention activation meditation together. And we will, again, really magnify and build the energies for December 21st. So thank you to all who have stayed on to do this, and let us begin.
State your intent to use this meditation as a tool to co-create the trigger that will start the process of first contact with benevolent galactic beings and divine intervention. Invoke the violet flame from its primary source to place a circle of protection around you during and after the meditation. ask it to transmute anything that does not serve the light. Visualize a pillar of brilliant white light emanating from the cosmic central sun. Then being distributed to central suns of all galaxies in this universe. Then visualize this light entering through the galactic central sun. Then going through our galaxy. Then entering our solar system and going through all beings of light inside our solar system. And then through all beings on the planetary surface and all beings underground. And also through your body to the center of the earth. State your will and decision for first contact and divine intervention by decreeing out loud, if possible, both decrees 3 times. I decree and I command physical first contact with benevolent galactic beings now. I decree divine intervention now. I decree and I command physical first contact with benevolent galactic beings now. I decree divine intervention now. I decree and I command physical first contact with benevolent galactic beings now. I decree divine intervention now. Visualize benevolent galactic beings responding to these decrees and physically contacting you and all others who made the same decrees. Visualize the source directly intervening into the situation on Earth, triggering an immense healing transformation of humanity.
Visualize light transmuting all remaining darkness on Earth. Healing all inequalities. Erasing all poverty and bringing abundance to all humanity. Visualize a new, grand, cosmic cycle of the age of Aquarius beginning, bringing pure light, love, and happiness to all beings on Earth. victory of the light.
Indeed, victory of the light. Could you feel the power in us doing that today? And can you imagine the power that we will all feel next week during the solstice? So we do ask that you promote this meditation as much as you possibly can between now and then. We need all of our digital warriors going. You can post about it on influencers in their comment sections. There's many places that we can step up and really promote this, because you know what, this meditation is not just about triggering the event. As Cobra said in our interview, it is about so much more than that. And so that's why this is so very important. Let's go for 1 million people doing this. I think we can do that. I think we can have a tremendous impact. And I want to remind everyone that We Love Mass Meditation is doing a live stream for this. And I love doing the live stream. I think it's important. I like to promote the live stream because that way we can really coordinate and synchronize together. Can you imagine when everyone around the planet is decreeing and commanding those 3 statements all at the same time out loud? The power that we will have, and we will get the attention of the galactic beings. So very important. And as I said, memorize these statements and say them as often as you can between now and the meditation, as well as do the actual meditation beforehand. But please make sure you're there on December 21st at 4 p.m. UTC. And would anyone else like to say anything?
Only that we are planning on doing this for our radio listeners as well, in the Spanish language. And as you said, it is extremely important that we reach everybody now, because it is quite urgent that we do this, and it's going to set the basis for the next year. And it's going to be fantastic if we could count with the help of our brothers and sisters from benevolent galactic races, so they can help us a little bit on the situation. That would be great.
Yes, thank you, Felipe, for saying that. We all know the situation and where things could go on the planet, and that's why it's so important that we take charge and we step up and we do what we came here to do, which is to spread the light, hold the light, anchor the light. And we can do this in conjunction with the beautiful, benevolent galactic beings, as well as with Source. And so we are supported. We just have to make our voices known, and that's what this is about. This is that shout out, that we are willing, we are ready to merge, and we are ready to create the new earth. So I'd like to thank everyone for participating today, especially if you've stayed on this long to do the meditation with us. We very much value and appreciate you. So a big thank you to everyone attending today. And a thank you again to the team here. Thank you so much for the support. And we love you all. Some of you guys are saying thank you and all of this in the... Yes, I love your comments. Thank you so much for all of you that are commenting. And Ancient Goddess also made a comment earlier asking if we could extend the powerful music that's at the end that we use, the victory. I think she means the Victory of the Light music. And thank you. I'm glad that you love that music so much. That's actually a video that we made, so we can't easily extend it, but maybe we'll remake that video to make it a little bit longer, because you're right, it is very powerful, and that's what we all want, is victory of the light. Shedazar is wishing everyone a powerful solstice, Merry Christmas, and Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. Are we excited about liberating ourselves
Yes,
in
we are.
2022?
It's going to be a massive victory.
Yes. it's words cannot even express, right? Yeah, it's so, and we can do this. We are so close. And what's really awesome is everybody is feeling this. Everybody is really starting to feel how close we are. Many people are getting visions, as Cobra said, as we get closer to the event. More and more light workers will be getting visions and telepathic messages, and we will actually see more results in the physical starting a couple weeks before the event. But a lot of people are already getting dreams and messages that something big is happening. And I know we've said this a long time, but but I think this is it. So, oh, I love Anton's message. I have to share it. I always stay for the badass outro. You're awesome, Anton. And there, yes, Ancient Goddess, we will meet you. We will meet in the collective. So whether you do it in the live stream with everyone or whether you do it on your own, some people suggest downloading the meditation ahead of time so that you just have it in case of any power outages or anything like that too. Or at least copy the instructions. So we always want to have our backup. So I think we're ready to go. We're going to have an incredible, powerful session. And don't forget about the petition and mark your calendars for the December 21st solstice, 4 p.m. UTC. You can find all that information again on Cobra's website or the We Love Mass Meditation website. So I would just like to say thank you again. Thank you to the team, and victory of the light.
Victory of the light.